Welcome to Transits Fridays, and today we're going to especially be talking about the new moon. So there is a new moon coming on the 10th of March, so just in 2 days. And this is what this video is going to be mostly about. We're going to look at the chart of the new moon. We're going to think about the transits of the week as well, but mainly that new moon transit slash chart. See what seeds can we plant, what's so special about this new moon, and etc. And that's it, really. That's what's going to be about. So let me know, how are you? What's going on with you? How was this week as well? You know, I love having a little catch up as well every week with our Transits Fridays. This week has been great. Still working like mad. Let me share my screen and put the chart off today. And obviously today is International Women's Day. So happy Women's Day to all of us. And I hope you're having a great day and all of you are valuing the women in your life and showing that to them as well. Is a great opportunity to do that. By the way, I am Fernanda Paiva Hitchhiking Stars. Welcome if this is the first time you're here, and welcome again if you keep coming back. That's wonderful. I love to know who you are. Write down in the comments how you're feeling, who you are, what do you love about astrology, etc. I love to hear from you. So that is the chart for today, Friday the 8th of March. And you can see already, like, we have the moon coming to conjoin that Venus. So we've got Venus at 25 Aquarius, moon at 20 Aquarius, but it's really heading towards the new moon, heading towards that Piscean new moon. So that's what we're really going to be talking about. I mean, today we have Mars square Uranus is going to perfect this weekend. We did talk a lot about the Uranus transits last Friday. And really, there's very strong restless feeling and the restless energy as well, and a kind of a I don't know, rebelliousness potentially, impulsiveness. That's another one with the Mars square Uranus. And a lot of astrologers were talking about the Venus Uranus square that was happening last week, with Facebook going down for, I don't know, a few hours. So apparently no one around the world could get into their Facebook accounts, including myself, and thinking that they've got hacked, including myself. I mean, I didn't really act on it, but I did think that because, as you know, as I've shared already last week and the week before, I'm running ads now, and you know, you attract all sorts of strange things when you're running ads, when your account becomes a little bit more under the spotlight, let's put it that way. So I've got, I don't know how many spam messages like per day now saying that my page is gonna be deleted and blah blah blah. And it's just like, it's like a wild world out there in terms of the internet and the amount of scams that we can have. So please beware, be careful. And I think that's something to be aware of with a strong Mercury Neptune, as well as a Mars Uranus as well, and the emphasis on Aquarius with Pluto and Aquarius as well. So that tendency will just increase, and us also trying to find ways of punishing, or, you know, it's like the internet police and things like that. So anyhow, I'm digressing as per. I love a little digression. So let's move on to Sunday. Sunday we have, so basically the conjunction between Mercury and Neptune is today and tomorrow. So that's something to that can be really fruitful. Remember, this is constructive astrology. It's all about brainstorming the potentials of the symbols and not really putting into one little box that might be very disempowering, like, oh, Mercury Neptune were all about disillusionment and whatnot. Well, that Mercury Neptune can be a wonderful time to be creative. So today we can have access to a lot of creative energy. We can have access to intuition, to working with our psychic abilities a little bit more. If you, like me, love tarot cards, love divination, this is the day to do it. This is the day to practice and see what insights come including dreams as well. And I've been having some really powerful dreams this week. My partner has gone to England for 2 weeks, so I'm spending time on my own here, and I've been having some really powerful dreams, and yeah, stepping into a much more creative um process with my work, whereas before I was trying to be very, very Saturnian with it, like sit with it and like discipline, and worrying a lot about it as well. So I'm trying to be a little bit more playful, a little bit more Neptunian. And I think this Mercury, Neptune, and the Pisces season in general, and the new moon in Pisces can have a lot to do with this sense of creativity and going with the flow more. So this is Saturday. We have that Mars Uranus square exact. So be aware this Saturday um of that strong energy. And here we are, so the 10th of March 2024, that's when the new moon in Pisces happens. That's what I really want to spend some time looking at and analyzing it as well. So first of all, that's the last new moon of the astrological year. So this is the end of an astrological year. Is a new moon. So new moons have something to do with planting seeds, beginning of a cycle, but it also has something to do with resting, going inwards, spending more time reflecting. So this is a perfect new moon for reflecting on the astrological year. What have you accomplished so far since last March, since last year? Um, See, think about the things that you want to let go as well, the things that you're ready to move on from, the things that you want to bring more into your life as well, the kinds of seeds that you want to be planting to prepare the ground for next year's, for next astrological year, right? So it's really about reflecting on what's worked, what didn't work, and how do you want to proceed? How do you want to step into this new year? What are the desires, the goals, the visions that you want to have, that you want to hold for the next year, right? So there's a little bit of that with this new moon. This new moon as well is particularly inspiring because it has a kind of a signature of the dream that can come true. So it's in Pisces, which tends to be very ungrounded. It's a water sign. It's very dreamy. It tends to dissolve the boundaries very easily and merge and go into the imaginary or the imaginative world very easily as well. I used to think that all of my Piscean friends were very good at sleeping very quickly. And I always felt that that's because they have a proximity to the world of dreams. They're a little bit more there than most of us. So this new moon has a little bit of that anyways, because it's in Pisces. But the shadow side of it is that it could be ungrounded. It could be like, wow, dreaming and not necessarily doing anything with that dream. But, and here is what I think is the most interesting characteristic of this new moon really, is that it will be happening right between Saturn and Neptune. So very, very close to the midpoint of Saturn and Neptune, in fact, which I think is the 21 degree or the 19 degree. Hold on. So the 11. So Saturn is at 11, Neptune is at 27. So we've got 10, 16 degrees between the two. So you'd put 8 degrees more or less. So yes, so the midpoint between Saturn and Neptune is 19 Pisces. And this new moon is happening at 20 Pisces. So honestly, I mean, can think about planets that are so at odds, like Saturn and Neptune, right? Saturn is about boundaries, limitations, crystallizing, making it real, incarnating, etc. And Neptune is about dissolving, disincarnating, dreaming, transcending, longing for something that isn't real. So with the new moon falling right between the two, it really gives me the feeling that we can find the balance with the seeds that we're going to be planting now with this new lunar cycle. We can find the middle ground between these two principles, right? So it doesn't have to do with Pisces. So more creativity, more compassion, forgiveness, healing, moving away from something that's making us, uh, you know, that's not really bringing anything positive into our lives. So there's a kind of a detoxing that can be happening with that form, with that new moon as well, or with this new lunar cycle. But all like with that sort of healing, um, with the intention of healing or bringing more healing into our lives. But there's more to it, because we have these Piscean flavors, but we also have this sort of middle ground between Saturn and Neptune. So really be wise with what you're going to be setting intentions for, with what you're going to be reflecting about, and how you want to use this energy, because it feels like a very fruitful one, where we could really imagine and thinking and get a lot of inspiration from the Piscean signature and Neptune as well, but also with the potential of really realizing it, really making it true, really bringing into life. So use this new moon to set goals, to set, to dream about things that can come true, and really bring them about. So the other energies here in the chart, obviously Mercury will have shifted into Aries as well, not too long before this new moon. So our minds start to shift gears and enter into Aries season already. It's like the beginning. It's like, okay, we're sort of going towards that direction. And obviously it will be about insights and things that we can think about in connection to Chiron and the North Node, which are the only 2 points that have been in Aries for a while. So a lot of the collective growth, the evolution that we're going through, the lessons that we're having about is stepping into our power as an individual, as an autonomous force, being courageous to be ourselves, being courageous to be a leader, to take the first step, to be the first one, to be the pioneer, etc. All the Aries kind of flavors. With Mercury moving to Aries, we're beginning to understand intellectually as well, or potentially have more insights intellectually. Our mind, our beliefs in that more immediate, ways that we use our thoughts will shift into the Aries kind of flavor. So really picking up on that North Node and Chiron as well. So we can understand a lot of the growth, a lot of the changes, a lot of the healing that's been taking place for a while. And then the next, obviously, is that Mars Uranus is still within orbit, powerfully so. So there is an underlying flavor of separation there as well. So we have the Pisces, the dreaming, making it true or making come true, like we were talking about. But we also have that Mars Uranus, and Mars in Aquarius, and Venus is still in Aquarius as well. So that sense of stepping towards what you want, separating from what people expect from you, from conventional ways, conventional thinking in general, I think that's very much part of this new moon as well. And a constructive way of using that Mars Uranus is to have that courage to break free from what other people expect for you. What people want for you, what they expect, that what they think would be the best for you, and you're the one who can tell what's important, what's the best for you as well. So that's it. This is the chart of the new moon. Just one more thing that I want to say is the 11th of March on Monday, so the day after of the new moon, the planet Venus will move to Pisces. So we have Venus moving into Pisces and entering this special relationship with Jupiter. So we've got Venus in Pisces, which is ruled by Jupiter traditionally, and Jupiter in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus as well. So they're going to be there together for a few weeks and really representing here on Wednesday. You can see better. It's just because it's really early morning and it hasn't shifted yet, but it will shift on Monday. And yeah, so they have this powerful relationship with each other. We can get really insights and can get closer to laws and issues, Venusian issues, that we can start working with from another perspective, from a more Piscean flavor. And Jupiter is there giving a helping hand as well as a mutual reception. But more on that later. We'll talk about that later. So this is Tuesday, Wednesday, with the moon moving to Taurus, activating a lot of the Taurus, Aquarius squares as well. But that's it, really. Next week I'll be back. So next Friday I'll be back to talk more about transits Fridays. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful new moon, that you can really go inwards, reflect, and use this beautiful energy in a powerful, healing, and inspirational way for yourself, that you can bring this, that you can manifest the best potentials of this new moon in your life. And let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, if there's anything that you're more curious about. With just the reminder that I've got 2 masterclasses coming up, one about astrological tarot, the other one about the building blocks of astrology. So if you feel like you need to learn more about, each one of the building blocks of astrology, this is this is your chance to learn with me if you wish. And it's all in my bio, all the links, everything. You can just check there. And that's it. So I'll be seeing you all next Friday. I'm still like thinking and preparing a video about Uranus and Jupiter conjunction. So it's a very, very big one. It's a very important one. And I will be posting it soon. So as soon as I have a little bit of time, I'll be doing that video as well. So let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll be seeing you all next Friday. Have a wonderful weekend and a beautiful new moon. And I'll see you all soon. Bye bye now.